Okay, this is a short review of the phone I picked up for my sister. I noticed online there were several reviews of this phone, but not many in English for whatever reason. I have never made a review, so if this is not good, let me know. The company is Blue, bold like us, their little tagline. This is a 4G LTE phone. It's called the Studio One. They also have the Studio One Plus, essentially the same phone, but a little bit larger in size, kind of the iPhone 6 to 6 Plus, and similar. So they just have, there's little information here, just general packaging, and some basic specs on the bottom of the box here. Quad core is pretty nice. 2 gigs of RAM is consistent with what I'm running on the phone I'm using to make this video, which is my iPhone 6s Plus. Also has 2 gigs of RAM. I have no problem with it. The frontward facing camera down here, 5 megapixels, is decent. Definitely not the best that is out on the market, but still good. 13 megapixel camera with a pretty nice flash. That is a good camera, a great camera. My iPhone 6s Plus is using a 12 megapixel camera. It does have the metal unibody. That's a preference. You're not going to be able to take your battery out. Your SIM card's going to be a little tray. It's a preference. I prefer it. I'm an iPhone user, so I like that. This is running Android 5.1 Lollipop. I'm not all that familiar with Android, but it seems to be decent. So you open the phone up, you get the phone, the micro USB charger, wall adapter, earphones. There's a silicone case for the back, and a screen protector. Not the tempered glass, just a plastic screen protector in here. But this is the important part. Here's a look at the phone itself. It's nice. It's kind of got a little mirror reflective blue logo down there at the bottom. Here's your selfie camera and flash. The back side, again, a nice pretty wide camera in the basic location, and a good flash on there as well. Up top you've got your headphone jack, auxiliary, some decent styling on the side here, your power switch, and then the volume up and down above that. Bottom, basic microphone functions, and then that charging port, nice and centered there. Makes it pretty easy for most of the, universal cases that you'd slide in, like wallet cases. And here's your SIM card tray. Very similar to my iPhone. You just get the little tool and pop that open, and in you go. So I'll power this on here. Right here's that power button, and she'll start up. Now this is not actually, there's no SIM card in here now, so as far as text messaging and making phone calls go, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that, but I do have it set to my Wi-Fi, so we can take a look at the browser and a few other features. And this is pretty stock. Like I said, I have turned it on once already. Get your basic welcome screen here. 3 buttons on the touch screen, your back, menu, and home. Comes with this basic Google search bar up at the top with the voice option. The Play Store. This phone also came with some Amazon apps. Amazon App Store, Kindle reading app, and the Amazon Store, which I removed. I don't think my sister really utilizes utilizes those, and that's who I purchased this phone for. But a factory reset can basically reestablish those apps. So go to settings here. The SIM card tray is a dual SIM. It takes both the micro SIM card and the standard SIM card. It'll work with any GSM provider. So you're not going to get to use this with Verizon, but companies like AT&T, even some of the prepaid, Straight Talk, those kind of services will work. Display storage here. This is another great feature. The total space that comes standard on this phone is 16 gigs. Pretty good. And as true with most Android phones, you're going to be able to expand that also with an SD card. Insert an SD card for mounting. We don't really have to worry too much about that because like I said, I don't really have this set up yet. And you can also export storage through the mini USB, the USB drive, which is nice as well. So it seems to move along pretty quickly here. No real problems. Like I said, I have it set up right now. No thanks. I'm going to skip all that because I just want to demonstrate here. Next. I don't care. Next. Oh gosh. It's really hard to do this. Whoops. Through another phone. I'm watching it through my screen. Okay, whatever. So let's just do Google. There she is. Loads right up, and then we can type in Blue. It's Blue Julia Styles. No, not that. Let's just load a basic web page here. Space. Bold. Gosh. There, bold like us. There we go. Just to bring something up. This is they have a lot of different phones, obviously. This phone runs about $150 now, I would say. Could go upwards to about $200, and you might be able to find it, you know, for as low as maybe $100. Maybe you could find it used or something too. I don't know, but basically loads web pages just fine. One other feature that my sister really liked was the camera on her phone. She wanted to get a really good camera, and I'll just take a picture of the box here. Let me back up. So take a picture of that box. Okay, let me open that up. So now I've got the picture here and the actual. It's a little bit bright. This phone comes standard with some editing options here right within the camera that you don't need to get. They're like preset filters, you know, similar to like Instagram, I guess, which is kind of neat to play around with. And as well as manual settings here. You can, you know, make it really dark around the edges, make it disappear. You know, certainly highlights, vibrance. There's lots and lots of settings, negatives, and all that. You can add frames to the image, cropping, mirror, rotating, straightening. Lots of kind of cool. I'm going to delete this anyways. Lots of really kind of cool options right within the manufactured camera. So, so that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that image. Okay, get out of there. If we go back, here actually, phone came with YouTube already installed on it, which is kind of nice. Later, we'll do that later. I don't need to install that now. I'm just gonna skip that. We'll just I don't know what's doing here. Shit. No thanks. I'll just put music, video, search. I'm just gonna search for some music video here, and we'll pick I don't know, we'll pick Bruno Mars, I guess. Here. It's got decent sound. And it's gonna play. It plays pretty good, and that's the volume again's only about halfway on that. So overall, it's a pretty nice, smooth running phone. It looks good. It feels nice. It's a good size, and for the price, a quad core with a great camera, nice looking design. I think buying cases for it might be a little difficult because it is a Blue phone and not LG or Samsung, but right out of the package you're gonna get, you know, pretty much everything you would need from the phone. You're gonna get your earbuds and charger, and there is, like I said, a little silicone casing here for it. Get that out here. This has been open a little bit. Some screen protectors. But just the basic